Hey y'all, and welcome back for another round of Dollar Tree DIYs. This time we're doing a rustic edition, and if you can't tell, it's Easter themed. In this video, we'll be taking lots of tinsel decor items found at your Dollar Tree and repurposing them into all sorts of magical goodness in the rustic decor style. First off, I guess we'll just start here. I snagged two of these little tabletop bunnies. Now, if you love decorating with these, great. I do not like the tinsel, I don't like the sparkle, I don't like any of that. So when we take these apart, I will actually be saving this tinsel for another project, probably that I'll do around Christmas, but we're gonna carefully unwind our tinsel. We're gonna save the ear inserts, and we're gonna save the eye, the nose, and the little mouth pieces. So keep that in mind. The next one we're gonna be doing we're gonna be doing two baskets, these ones. Now if this works, I might actually make another one where I put them together like this. But these ones will only be the front side facing. Again, they have the plastic frame. We're going to remove this tinsel. I don't think I'm gonna save these colors because I don't think I'm gonna ever decorate with yellow again, but we'll see. So we're gonna take these off, and for these ones, I was originally gonna save this Happy Easter, but obviously this is pretty much just garbage, so just go ahead and toss it all. And then next up, we are going to take these bunnies, and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna remove all the tinsel, except I haven't decided if we're gonna take the belly off or not, we'll see. But we're gonna try to save our face shapes, if possible. If not, that's okay, we can make new ones. And we're going to do something different with these. So let's talk about what we're gonna do with them. So in terms of our DIY supplies for this video, I have trusty pipe cleaners, 45 count. Colors don't matter, you're not gonna be able to see them. I have two rolls of the Crafter Square natural jute twine, and each roll has 256 feet, so we have like 512 feet, so we've got plenty of jute twine. I grabbed one of the nautical ropes. This one is the 9.5 foot kind, and it's super thick, so for size comparison with the jute twine, really sizable. And then last up, I grabbed 2 bags of the Spanish moss. This is a total mess, so definitely make sure you protect your surface. And then the last thing, I didn't grab it from Dollar Tree. You can grab hot glue there, but obviously hot glue. So I guess we'll discuss the game plan for these pieces first. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna take this bunny, we're gonna take the tinsel off, and we're gonna wrap the whole bunny with our jute twine. You could also do this with nautical rope. I'm choosing to do it with jute twine. And then we're gonna reattach the face, and simple as that. So let's get started. Okay, so you can keep the ornament hanger if you want. I have no reason to keep it, so I'm gonna go ahead and start by snipping my ornament hanger. Oop. And I will start unwinding. Oh, that one's stuck. So with this, you're just gonna find the bottom and just loosen it, and it'll start just twisting off of there super quick. And if you have kids working on this project with you, this is a great job to tell them, you know, get rid of all the tinsel. And then very carefully removing my little face pieces. And you don't have to keep those, you can definitely remake them, so don't feel obligated to keep them, or if they get damaged, really not the end of the world. I'm saying right now that we're gonna use them, we very well might not. And then I've also removed the nose and the 2 little gems for eyes. Oof. Some of these things can be kind of hard to remove. And then, as you can see, we're gonna keep unfurling, just like so. Okay, and we're back. We have our bunny frame. As you can see, it's just kind of a circle, and it actually looks like you could pop this apart and make 2. So I guess if you wanted to do that, you could. I'm gonna take my jute twine and just start unrolling a bunch to get me started. And I'm gonna keep all these little attachments on here. And the first thing I'm going to do, and honestly, it'd probably be wisest to hot glue this first. So let me plug in my hot glue gun. Okay, so we're gonna take our twine and we're just gonna put it on this inside seam, or actually, I should probably start at the bottom. So we'll put it on an inside seam and I'm gonna hot glue it right there. Hopefully I don't burn myself, but you know, it wouldn't be my first time. Okay, little tiny dab of hot glue. And got that going. I'm gonna just start wrapping, and this is gonna be pretty time consuming, so I recommend finding a show or watching some other crafters on YouTube, pretty much anything. And honestly, I would go for all the connection points first, all the little knobs, and then come back and fill in your empty spaces. So we're just gonna, like you're seeing me do, we're just gonna build kind of a frame and a structure first, and then we will come back and fill it in. Who knew crafting was such an engineering project? But lo and behold, crafts often do become little bits of engineering projects. So when you come back, this whole thing will be covered. Okay, so we've gotten the head done. It's pretty much covered, and as you can tell, we basically used no twine. So we're gonna go ahead and keep going with the ears. Now, where I left off, I'm gonna start, I think for the base, kind of intertwining around the ears, just so we're really solid, and then I will pick an ear to go up, I will come down, and then I will go back up the other ear. So, the challenge with this, obviously, is just trying to keep it as even as possible, and you do have to make multiple passes and attempts over, you know, to get full coverage over each ear. So yeah, like I said, I've been watching a YouTube video for about 5 minutes while doing this. And yeah, so definitely grab a snack, take a good comfy seat, because you'll be here for a while. I'll see you when it's done. Okay, so now we have this little guy. How cute, that still tinsel on a little bit, but how cute is he looking so far? So now we're gonna add the face back, and I don't think we're gonna add the ears. I think it's perfectly cute without them, but you can add them back if you want.
Hey darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city, let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey, come on now and take my hand. Hey darling, I love it when it's me and you, on the road with a couple of tunes in a car for two. Hey darling, you know we're gonna have a really good time, driving in the middle of the night when the stars are bright. Pack our bags and get in that car.
Okay, so for the second repurpose tinsel craft, we're gonna take this basket and we're gonna do the exact same thing that we just did with the mini bunnies, and we're gonna take all the tinsel off this one. And again, these colors are kind of hard colors to repurpose, so I am not going to really sweat having to cut through some of this. But sometimes it is easier to just unwind it than it is to just go hack jobbing through it. So my game plan for these is I'm going to cover this bottom part with moss, and then the upper part I am going to cover with some nautical rope. And I think I am going to leave the eggs where they are and the way they are, just because it is a pop of color, and that's fine. And like you can see, I'm just ripping through the lettering because these letters can definitely get damaged. I might save the other one, but this one was already damaged. So there we go. And moment of truth. Perfect. One section off, and now we'll do the upper section. And this one I might need to cut because I'm having a hard time figuring out where it starts. I don't know if you guys can hear the wind outside, but we are having some pretty significant March gusting going on way up here in the mountains, and shakes our house at times. So if the wind noise in the background is annoying to you, that's why I'm not outside, but I can't do much about it. I'm as far away from it as I can possibly be. Like you can see, and just like the little mini bunnies, this has the same plastic frame with the same little anchor points attached to it. So this is what we are left with.
Leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand? That we only get one life, I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday.
Okay, our workspace is a disaster, but we are going to deal with that later. So the next one we are working on are these bunnies. Now I am going back and forth between taking the tinsel off the belly. I don't know yet, we're gonna see, but I know that I want to do twine on the outer rim of the body, so I'm gonna do that first, and if I like it like with the belly, then we'll keep the belly, and if we don't, then we'll take the belly off and we'll cover it with something else. So remember, it started out looking like this. We took the ears, eyes, nose, the face, all that, and the tinsel off, and now we're gonna start wrapping this with twine. So once more, I'm gonna find a spot on the back to do a dabble of hot glue and anchor my twine, and then I'm gonna start wrapping the body. So I'm gonna do right in the middle, a little tiny dab. I'm gonna take my twine, all right. Like, as you can see, it's anchored there, and I'm just gonna come all the way out to this foot, and then come out to this foot, and then I'm gonna figure out how to, maybe I won't go that far. Maybe we'll go from this one, and we're just going to start wrapping around this cage. And like the other ones, this is super time consuming, so I honestly recommend, you know, finding a YouTube video or a show to watch to help pass the time. I will say one of my big hacks though is once I get to the next crossbar, I am going to drop a little dab of hot glue just to kind of keep everything steady and to help prevent it from unraveling at some point, because obviously, you know, that is a risk that we run. And the next important thing is, you'll see I'm being really careful to just keep it on the direct shape and not interfere with the neck shape, because we don't want to mess up any of the features of the bunny's body. So I'm trying to do this where it's a little bit easy to see. You can do it upside down and backwards. So as we get close to this section, do one more, and then I'll run a bead of hot glue, and then we'll keep going. Super tiny. And just because this is more intricate than the other one, I am going to cut some lengths so I can pull it all the way through. Okay, coming at y'all vlog style. This is not going super well. This is just a dose of reality with crafting. I don't like how it's weaving out. I don't think it looks great. So I'm gonna undo it, and I think we are maybe gonna try moss on these ones, so we'll see. So now that all of our Rustic redesigns from Tinsel to Twine products are finished, it's time to style everybody. So we're starting to get ready, decorating for Easter. So I'm going to put this moss covered bunny here, and I'm going to take these little Dollar Tree signs and style it with it, as well as one of my stepdaughter's rodeo trophies, because we love putting those out where everyone can see them. Here is the final product from this little corner right by our front door. Next up, I've taken one of our twine bunnies and I've put it in the windowsill with some Dollar Tree carrots and some Dollar Tree florals. That bunny is right next door to this other version of a moss and twine bunny, which now lives on my blanket ladder, surrounded by yet again more Dollar Tree florals and Dollar Tree signs. With just a little DIYs, you can take really affordable products and turn them into some beautiful items. Lastly, our moss and twine basket is now living comfortably up in my brand new Eve garland, which that is a mouthful to say, I will admit, but it is late and I am tired after assembling this monster. I will be posting this video very shortly. Thanks for coming by today, and if you enjoyed this, feel free to subscribe for more Easter content coming your way soon. Thanks for watching.